Hello everyone, it's Natalie with Crochet by NatalieLucille. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make these comfy socks. I want to thank my son for being my foot model today, and he was actually excited. He said how comfy they were and he loved the socks. So if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and crochet along with me. We're going to get started. I'm using worsted weight for this project, a size 4mm G-hook tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. So we're going to start out making a magic circle and go ahead and chain to cinch it. Then you're going to work 8 single crochets in the round. Cinch your magic circle and then join the round to the first chain using a slip stitch, and then go ahead and chain 1. Then you're going to work 2 half double crochets in each stitch, so you'll have a total of 16 half double crochets. The next row, again, you will join the first round. The second row, you're going to work 2 half double crochets and then 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. So it's 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around. We are essentially making the toe of the sock. Go ahead and chain 1 after you've joined. Then you're going to work 2 half double crochets, and then you're going to work 5 half double crochets in the next 5 stitches. So it's 2 in the same and 5 in each of the next, all the way around. Once you've joined, then you're going to work 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, then 6 half double crochets in each of the next 6 stitches. You're going to do this all the way around, so it's 2 6 2 6 all the way around. Then once you've joined in this last round here, you're going to work 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and then 7 half double crochets in the next 7 stitches. So it's 2 7 2 7. So that way you are working the toe. And when you finish this round, join it. And I want to, for me, I will add a stitch marker because on the next 14 rounds, you won't join the round, but you're going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And this round has a total of 36 half double crochets. So you're going to make a total of 14 rows or rounds, if you will. So there's your 14 rows. And remember, you don't join, you just keep working around. Once you've gotten your 14, then you are going to work on the heel. So I am single crocheting in the next stitch and then slip stitching into the next stitch to kind of taper it. So you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to work a single crochet in the next 26 stitches. For your next round, chain 2. That does not count as a half double crochet, or it actually counts as your first stitch. Working in the second stitch, you're going to do a half double decrease. And then you're going to work the next stitches in half double crochets until you come to the very last 2 stitches, and you will work a decrease half double crochet. So in this row, you will have a total of 24 stitches. Now you're going to alternate, and you're going to make 6 rows alternating single crochet and half double crochets. So this is row 3. Just work 1 single crochet in each stitch. Row 4, work a half double crochet in each stitch. And I worked 6 because this is what would fit my foot, and I'm a size 9. And if you want to make it bigger for your heel, you can add 2 more rows where you have a total of 8. But I'm working where there is just a total of 6. So once after your 6th row, work 8 slip stitches across this area. And then once you have worked your 8 slip stitches, you will chain 1, and in that same stitch work a single crochet, and then work a single crochet in each of the next 9 stitches, so you have a total of 10 single crochets. And again, you're going to alternate these next 6 rows of single crochet, then the next row will be half double crochets, and there's a total of 10. And then it'll be single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, where you end with a half double crochet. Now we're going to sew the heel. So go ahead and cut your yarn and finish it, cinch it, finish it off, however you say it. Get your tapestry needle, turn your work inside out, and see how we're going to sew our heel together. And all you want to do down this side here is just whip stitch. And you don't have to pull tight. And you're just working right down the side. Once you get down to the side, you're going to work along the base of the heel. And all you want to do is just run your yarn through the back loops, because this will essentially be the inside of the sock. Oh, I got it a little tangled up there. So just keep working in those back loops, working across the heel. Once you get to that side, you're going to whip stitch, closing the other side of the heel. So just keep working your whip stitch across until you get to the top. Once you get to the top, see, this is what your sock will look like. Turn it inside out or right side out, however you say it. And then we're going to attach our working yarn back with the yarn that we just sewed. And now so we're going to be working along this edge here, and these are just double crochets. So nothing fancy yet. The pattern will begin soon. So you want to, once you've attached your yarn, and I go out of screen, there we are. I just need a stitch marker to know where my beginning is. So go ahead and chain 3. This does not count as your first double crochet, and evenly work 40 double crochets around the opening of the sock. And you're just working your way around. So as evenly as you can, work 40 double crochets. So once you've done that, now this is where the pattern begins. You're going to slip stitch into that first chain 3, then you're going to chain 2. Now in this, we're going to create that pattern, we're going to be working around the front post of the stitches. So in these first 3 double crochets, work your front post double crochet. So once you've done your 3, that's when you're going to chain 3. You're going to skip 4 of the double crochets, and in that 5th double crochet, work a front post double crochet. And then you'll work 3 total front double crochets, front post I should say, chain 2, and then work in the next 3 front post double crochets. Chain 3, skip 4, in the 5th double crochet, work a front post double crochet, as well as in the next 2, work front post double crochets. Chain 2, and then in the next 3, work front post double crochets. Chain 3, skip the the 4, work a front post double crochet in the 5th double crochet, and then work 2 more front post double crochets. Chain 2, and then in the next 3 work your front post double crochets. And then you will chain 3, skip the next 4, work a front post in the next double crochet, and then work 2 more front post double crochets. We're almost to the beginning, if you will. Chain 2, and then slip stitch into your first chain 2 of the round. This completes round 1, or well, really round 2, but round 1. So you'll chain 2, and then you will work your front post double crochets in the first 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then you will come to your next 3 front posts, work front post, and see, for the rest of this you'll be working front post double crochets. And then you will you chain 2, and then of course you're working your front post double crochet. So anytime in this row above the chain 3s, you'll work chain 2s, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So you'll chain 2 here, and then you're working your front post double crochets as you work around, and then chain 3, and then your front post double crochets, chain 2, and then work your front post double crochets around the next 3. Chain 3, work your front post double crochets around the next 3. And the pattern really does repeat. Chain 2, oh, I'm sorry, chain 3, I believe. No, I was like, no, wait a minute, I think I did mess up. It is a chain 2. I got mixed up in my crocheting. So kind of slowing it down here just a little bit so you can see. So here's a front post double crochet. Here's the next one. And it really creates that texture and the wavy look appearance. So now the pattern is going to be repeated in one moment. So you will go ahead and chain 2 and join, oh no, chain 3, sorry. My end got really mixed up and I got a little bit confused. Join to your slip stitch, or slip stitch to your first chain. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied watching this. So now you're going to begin the pattern that will repeat for 4 rows. So go ahead and chain your 2, and you'll come to your first 3 front post double crochets. So go ahead and front post double crochet around those 3. And now you'll come to your next 3 front post double crochets and go ahead and front post double crochet into those 3. now we're going to work the puff stitch area. So that's a chain 3. So now you're going to chain 1 and work in this chain 3 space. You're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up. You're going to do that a total of 3 times. So yarn over, then draw up, yarn over into the area, yarn over, draw up. So you have all these loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all of those. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that again, but you're going to chain 2. So it's making the puff stitch. And then yarn over and pull through all of that. Chain 1. And then you're going to work a front post double crochet around the next 6 front post double crochets. And so you're going, that was my 6 that I just did. So I'm going to do another puff stitch so you can see it. So chain 1, yarn over, pull up, yarn over again, pull up. So you have all your yarns on your hook and you're just going to pull through all of them. Chain 2, and do another puff stitch in that same chain 3 space. Chain 1, and then again you're going to keep repeating front post stitches around the next 6, and then you'll work puffs in the chain 3 spaces all the way around. So now once you've joined, or you're coming to the very end, so you're going to work the puff stitch in that last chain 3 space. Chain 2, work another puff stitch. Chain 1, and then you'll work 3, oh no, you'll come and slip stitch into the top of the first chain 2. And that completes the round. And you will repeat this same round a total of 4 times. So again, you'll work the front post double crochets in the first 6. And this again will repeat itself 4 times. And just keep working into the next. And this, because you're not chaining in between, it creates that wavy look. This is a great texture pattern, and it ends up making the socks dense and thick and super wonderful for cozy nights. These are my favorite. So now you're going to chain 1, and you're going to work your 2 puffs in this chain 2 space. So you come right into here and work a puff stitch, the first puff stitch that is. Pull through, chain 2, and work another puff stitch in that same chain 2 space. Through, chain 1, and again you're just going to keep repeating all the way around. And again, what you're doing for this is, you see how you have the 4 puff stitches in the row? See how everything kind of weaves in together? So you'll repeat this round for the total of 4 rows. So you can see the 4 puff stitch rows. Again, just keep repeating till you have the 4 rows. So now, once we have our 4, we're going to start our new little pattern again to kind of change up everything. So once you join the round, now we're ready to start a new pattern. Chain 2, and I'm going to move my stitch marker so I can see the round a little bit better. So work in the first 3 front post stitches. So there's number 1, number 1, 2, and 3, and you will chain 2 and then work the front post stitches, number 1, number 2, and number 3, and then you're going to come to your puff stitches, chain 3, and then work right on over to your front post stitches. You're going to work the first 3 front post double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and then come back down into the next 3 and work your double front post double crochets. And then above the puff stitches, you're going to work chain 3, and then come over and you'll just keep repeating it all the way around. Now we're at our final area. Then you slip stitch, chain 2, and then you're going to work into your first 3 front post double crochets, and then you're going to chain 3 and then work 3 more, or 3 front post double crochets in the next 3, chain 2, come over to the front post crochets, and you're just going to repeat it all the way around. So once you've repeated it, here comes our pattern change again. So you'll see where you'll work your front post double crochets. So here's your first 3. And then once you finish the third one, then you're going to work your puff stitches in this chain 3 space. So chain 1, work your first puff stitch, chain 2, work your second puff stitch, and chain 1. Work your next 3 front post double crochets. Actually, your first 3 and then your last 3. So there's no chains in between. So you just go right on over to the next 3 front post double crochets and work your front post double crochets in these. Then you will work your puff stitches, because this is a chain 3 space. So you chain 1, puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch, chain 1, and then work your 6 front post double crochets. So here's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, and 6. And you're going to repeat this for a total of 4 rows. Now, once you come to the top, you're just going to single crochet along the rim. So you've joined your row, chain 1, and then just as evenly as you can, single crochet all the way around. And once you have finished this, you have made some comfy socks. You can adjust your yarn size, your hook size, to fit your foot. And I'm going to be doing more sock videos because these are some of my favorite things to make. So I'll have different versions of different kinds of socks. And honestly, these are great for when you're sitting down and watching TV and it's cold outside, and they're just super comfy. So once you make your way around, slip stitch to the front, take out your stitch marker, and you just have to tuck in your sock, the ends, and you have beautiful socks. Thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I hope you did learn something new today. Bye for now.